Okay, let's see if that all took. Look at my YouTube. View your channel. Videos actually live is what I'm wearing now. Okay, cool. That did populate correctly. I figured it would. Did I see? We might watch that. It is not scarce. What are we talking about? So I don't know. Everybody here? Anybody here? Nobody knows. So we are in fact live on YouTube, which is good. And hopefully, I always have to check. I always have to like look to make sure that OBS is actually sending me live everywhere. And we are live on Twitch too. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Cool. You'll follow on Twitch anyways? Thank you. It's just like, to be honest, Infamous, I appreciate it. The main thing, honestly, is just in order to hit affiliate on Twitch, like I have enough followers, but in order to hit affiliate on Twitch, you need to have like, what? It's like an average of like 3 viewers on 4 different days. So I'm just, hoping some people like Twitch and will watch me there. But I always appreciate the followage. I just think it helps a little bit. Found this thing with Yasmin. I'm not sure how good it is. Also, I don't have any viewers like lined up, so I'm just gonna try to see if anybody in chat or whatever wants me to look at their matches. So if anybody's in chat and they want me to take a look at their stuff, just leave your CFN in chat and I will I mean, you don't have to. If you don't like it, I'm not gonna force you, obviously. But I would appreciate, just a few eyes there. I might do some Twitch only streams just to see if I can get some of those numbers up just for a little bit, just for like a week, just to try to get the numbers up. But I mean, if you like YouTube, stay on YouTube. I'm not trying to force anybody to go anywhere. But okay, so off of like this knockdown where she has her buff, right, like this, her BNB is kind of like drive rush crouch medium into heavy Beyblade, and then you can get the like shuriken, like the boomerang Oki, like this. I'm trying to think what for whatever reason I can never get consistent knockdowns here, and I don't really know why. Right, but you can also do that with crouch heavy. But the point is, if you do this early enough, you can be +2. So like this, that's only +1. That's annoying. I don't know why I have such a hard time getting consistent knockdown on this. Okay, +2. I think that's +2. Okay. So +2 means obviously you can throw here. So like if they wake up with a button, you can throw. And of course you can meaty with like a crouch light punch or something. And then if it hits them, you're going to be able to convert here into a few different things, You go fireball again, like that, and set up more plus frames. Like that. Hit him nice and high. You can be like +6 there. But I was sort of wondering, well, what do you do if they just block this? Right? Because what I saw a lot of people do kind of day one was this. But the problem with going into like the heavy Beyblade is it's a block string with the fireball. So like this is good on hit, right? Right? Because if it hits them, you can get the juggle and loop it. But the issue with this is you only get this +1. So I was sort of thinking like, okay, what else can I do there? And what I came up with is doing crouch light kick. So on hit, you're going to get the same sort of stuff. So like just to say it, like if I delayed the heavy, that's 1140. So it's like a little bit less damage. But what's cool about this is if they block, you can drive rush after the crouch light kick. And you can go into overhead. And this overhead actually will trade with jabs. So you can go like this. So you can go like boom and then drive rush into overhead. And that trades, she's +12. And then yes, you can link that into the crouch heavy punch. Whoops. I suck. And she can go like that and get that link out of there too, I think. Maybe. That's +7. So like, she can crap like this. Which seems pretty sick. Do something like that. Right? And then set up the fireball again. Or, you know, do like into level 3. What do you think? Do you think that's okay? Do you think that's good? I don't know. I mean, it certainly doesn't seem bad. But I don't know, let me know. I'm just trying to find the sauce with this character, because people keep telling me there is sauce with this character. And heretofore, I have not been able to find it. I wonder if you can do this too. How does this stack up? Getting the launch there, do I get? I'd love to have my Marisa gameplay analyzed. This is your first fighting game. Started a few weeks ago and just want to know what I should lab going forward whenever you have time. No, I've got time right now. I'm just waiting for somebody to submit stuff, to be honest with you. So I can either post the match analysis link, or you can just post your CFN in the chat, and I will look it up, and I'll look at some matches. I'm kind of just killing time till I get some people in here. But no, totally. Just, let's see it. Only 4 viewers. Nobody's watching me? You see them? What do you mean you see them? Like, have you sent them yet? Nobody's watching me? Marisa's not on the screen, so people click and then they just leave. Okay, yeah. Sick. Let's get to it. Thank you for the follow, Lenny Smalls. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, folks. So, I'm not signed in. Duh. I'm in offline mode. Let me... That's right, because I was in rest mode on my PlayStation. Okay, so we go CFN. And watching lower tier is painful when you experience that. No, don't apologize, man. Okay, I'm a licensed teacher. I used to coach football. I'm used to dealing with people that don't know what they're doing. Search by user code. 167 37 57 356. Search. No such players found. Maybe I typed it wrong. Search by user code. 167 375 Thanks, Lenny. I appreciate it. 375. Oh, okay. 365, not 356. 375 7365. Aha! There we go. So all we're doing right now, Lenny. Jesus. Is this Jesus or Jesus? So, are there any matches you want me to look at? Otherwise, I'm probably just going to boot up some of these ranked matches. Glad the Bible has been helpful to you, Lenny. I appreciate the support. Okay. Look at Setsu 1. Okay. And then just for fun, let's look at a set that you lost. Okay. Cool. Replays. No, this is okay. Okay, I'm just gonna remove some of these other. Okay, it was only that one. Okay. Let's look at the Let's look at the Ryu first. So first off, this isn't that low of a rank, right? Platinum 2 is not that low of a rank. It's pretty, I think it's what, around like the median player? Okay. Round start, jump back. Gotta love the round start, jump back. Okay. I'm gonna give you some praise right now, okay? A lot of people at this level will do like round start, heavy phalanx, round start, quadriga. You're just walking forward, and then you block the OD fireball. That's good. And an anti-air. Also, you play the correct Marisa color. Okay. So, combo needs work. Did we try to do OD? I don't hate this. Drop the combo a little bit. Okay. Yes, you tried to do OD. That happens, right? I don't know what like controller you play on, but that can be difficult on pad. Well, on pad you just use the shoulder button usually. Okay, we're swinging. Parry the fireball, parry the fireball. That's good. Jump in. Okay, we're getting a little. No reality on auto. That happens. We're getting a little jump in happy. We open with Gladius. Do we have Oki? That's hard to time. If you're gonna do a drive rush button here, I selected player 1 character. I want to be player 2 character. It's much easier to time towards heavy kick because it has 4 active frames. Okay, so there's like 4 active frames that you can hit this on, whereas charged heavy punch only has 2. So it's much harder to time. Obviously not impossible. You can do it. But it's really not any more rewarding, and it's a lot harder to do. So if you're going to do drive rush into a button here, I would say towards heavy kick is much better. Okay, we're fine. Random DI. Always got to be lookout for that. Okay, good jump. Why didn't we cancel it? I mean, the jump hit. Do we try to and we just... Okay, you're just inputting this early. You have way more time to confirm this than you think you do. Okay? Way more time to confirm this than you think you do. Right? Medium, medium, and you don't need to do a quarter circle. If you watch my inputs here, I'm not doing the input until the second one hits. Right? So, like, you don't need to dial in that quarter circle that early. It's just medium, medium, and then you do the quarter circle. Right? You don't need to do it that soon. That's just unlucky. This is why crouch jab into Gladius is not good. Kind of underrated thing here, right? Something that I think you should do more, or people should do more when they're at negative, when they're +3 like this. Go for throw. Like, you block a light Hashogeki, Ryu's in throw range. He has to eat that mix. I mean, it's just sit in the lab and practice it. I mean, also, not to be bullish, but I want you to see this. Because this Ryu's going to do back heavy kick, and he's going to cancel into DI, okay? So watch this. Back heavy kick, DI. You hit him, you have the kill, you drop the combo, whatever. Back heavy kick, DI. There's twice. Back heavy kick, DI. That's 3 times. Okay, random DI. How much you want to bet he tried to hit back? Oh, he didn't. Okay. And then back heavy kick, DI. I feel like at some point that's on us. You know, like, pay attention. I get it's in a scramble. It's hard to tell. But when a dude does the same move, like, same thing over and over again, like, just believe him, you know? Good anti-air. I like it. Same Oki you went for. So you're usually going to be better served just drive rushing in here into either like this or drive rush into crouch medium kick, which you can then do back heavy, right? Or drive rush into command grab, or drive rush into regular throw, right? So drive rush is usually a bit better there. Yep, played a game earlier where it took me until game 3 to start reversing constant. Yeah, that happens. Okay, you can't pay attention to everything. It's really strong at this level because people are bad at reacting to it, right? It's hard to deal with. That's why people do it. Okay, like, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to react to. That's why people do it. So don't feel bad. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised you didn't do DI again there. Okay, so just something to know. Ryu's sweep is -12, which means you can punish it, withstand heavy punch if you block it. If you feel like you're reacting late, you can do towards medium punch. That forces stand now, so you can always do towards medium into heavy kick. That cancels into supers. So, like, just canceling this into level 2 is not a bad idea. Like that, or level 1, excuse me, not a bad idea. Does 35%, has half decent Oki. But for Ryu, you block his sweep, he's -12. Boom. You know. End him, you know. Okay. There's the back heavy kick into DI again. Luckily, he's got no combos. And there's the DI again. Definitely something he likes. Think it's coming again. Jab, 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 back heavy kick, DI. Okay. But this time you're ready for it. What combo do you do? Okay. I like the conversion. All I'm going to say, right, is you can and definitely should do charge back heavy into back heavy. Right? So charge back heavy punch and then link back heavy punch. I think that's a fine combo to go for there. I think that conversion is completely fine. You will not see any disappointment or arguments from me. Okay, I think there is an argument to be made. Probably not in this situation exactly. But I think there is an argument to be made that... Okay, that doesn't build it. So, I think in this situation, yeah, you definitely want to go for it. I was wondering if you could cut it short to burn him out, but not in this situation. We don't have quite enough super. Although, actually, let me see something. Now I'm curious. What if I do towards heavy kick? Because this builds more super. That doesn't combo. No, that doesn't. How about heavy gladius? Oh my gosh. I don't think this is going to. No, not quite. I was just curious if we could build level 3, because that would burn him out. But make sure that you're practicing the charge back heavy kick. Also, if you're going to do this combo, do medium quadriga here. There's no reason to do light. You just do medium quadriga, and it will always combo. So, light's just losing you damage there, just so you know. Okay, do you do anything after the level 3? Wait for him, okay? Okay, so I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you something right now. If you see my woods, I do like 4 or 5 quarter circles to your king level 3. So I drop the level 3 all the time. Horrible happen. Honestly, here, let me show you. Okay, I'm just going to do this combo just so you can see. I don't think that's really that bad of a habit. Because just look at my inputs. This is what my inputs would look like on this combo. I would drop the combo, I guess, is what I'm trying to say to you. But my inputs really wouldn't look any cleaner. Because I go into Dima, and then I would do this. And I would just kind of mash it out. I usually mash out supers. I don't think that's that bad of a habit. Not in modern games. I don't think it's that bad of a habit. If you're dropping level 3, it's just you're messing up the timing. Okay, so after level 3, okay? Drive rush into medium target combo. Catches them on the ground. Okay? We can then confirm that. Boom. Win the game. This would get hit by wake up level 3. But at the level you're at, people probably aren't doing that in this situation. They're jumping because they're looking for DI or whatever. He's not even holding up here meaty, I guess. He's just not blocking for like 4 frames. But you can actually just drive rush in with medium punch. That's a pretty good option. It's good on block too. Okay, get swept. Now, another thing I'm going to teach you. Okay? You hit a random Gladius like this. I think in the match you went for drive rush into charge heavy punch. You can delay it. You did it immediately, that whiffs. You can manually delay this and it'll work, but you can see it's kind of tough because it's only 2 active frames. What you can do instead, always, is drive rush into charge towards heavy kick. This will hit meaty. They can't mash out of it. It's auto-timed. Okay? So this is auto-timed. After any Gladius in the corner, drive rush into charge towards heavy kick, auto-timed. You can also do dash into knee. And we can link out of that. Or you can knee into DI. That does combo now. It always comboed on counter hit, but it combos on regular hit now, so it's not quite as good as it used to be. IMO. Okay. I'm assuming this was supposed to be crouch heavy punch, and you were just kind of rocking back. And it gave it to you. That is a little rough, right? Because we kind of had that one. Kind of had that one in the bag. But that was game one. Let's see how, I mean, you played him again. You adapted, hopefully. Right? You adapted. We would imagine.
Let us begin. Give me your best shot.
Okay. OD Fireball. He only does that at round start. Again, we can punish that. So this is something at your level that people do a lot. They'll do punishable move into DI, right? Because if you screw up your punish here, right, if you're a little late on the heavy punch, you can punish this, obviously, if you're on time. But if you're late, if you push this button a little bit late, if you push it early, hey, we get a huge punish. But if we're late on it, ooh, now we get punished with DI. So a lot of players at this level, you can just sort of wait for the DI after they whiff something or after you block an unsafe move because they're just going to do it and give you free health. Okay, this dude's doing that annoying thing where he walks back into the corner. And now 3, 2, 1, there's the jump forward. You anti-air him, sick. Love it. Okay, we aren't punishing the sweeps, like I said. Hey, anti-air, nice. Anti-air, nice. There's the sweep. You can punish this with stand heavy punch. Wait for the DI. There we go. See, this is good. Like I said, you get a little bit more out of that if you start with charge heavy punch. Okay, so we got to know some Oki enders, okay? So I just did a video on this, but you don't need to drive rush here, okay? Just do charge heavy heavy, right? Just charge heavy heavy. And that's a safe jump. Okay? Charge heavy punch, heavy punch. Then just hold up forward. That's a safe jump. Can't DP it. Coincidentally, what you did also a safe jump, actually. Fake safe jump. Good. Nice. That is auto-timed off of that, which is good. Good round. Dummy walked himself into the corner. You anti-aired him a couple times. Excellent. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You whiffs the sweep. Right? I mean, that's fine. You can do drive rush into back heavy. That's fine. In the corner, it's less damage, which is why I say don't do it, because in the corner, it just loses you damage, and it costs to bar a drive. But mid-screen, that's fine. Gets you a safe jump now, too. Sweep, okay. Again, you just got to know the sweep is -12. There's the DI. You're finally ready for it. Okay. Okay. So this is not a great combo ender. You get a lot more here. So if you're going to do drive rush into back heavy, most of the time here, you're going to want to end with heavy Superman punch. This is now a safe jump. Right? So you can do something like this. Boom. And then you get a huge combo because he doesn't block. Oh my gosh, I can't do the... But you can do something like this. We could have built level 3 there and killed him if we did a better combo. But this is not, and here comes, he's going to sweep pretty soon. No, he's not. He's just going to... Okay, there's the sweep. I knew it. Check it. Good. Yep. Okay. Can we just play against you? Maybe. Maybe. Only if you won't beat me. I'm kidding. Maybe. Okay, so if you land this, you can do drive rush back heavy. Or, excuse me, you can do back heavy after that. And then you can convert that into a kill. Right? Although this is going to kill too. So, doesn't really matter, but just know you can link back heavy there. But that was much better. You caught on to this guy's dumb habits, and you beat him. That's good. I'm assuming this game kind of looks pretty similarly. Was this supposed to be Dima, or is that just supposed to be Crouch Heavy Punch? My guess is probably just Crouch Heavy Punch. But no Final Act. Maybe we'll... I'm looking at some of these matches, but if nobody else wants to have their stuff reviewed, yeah, maybe I could play some sets. Okay, you can react to this. So, like, here you're charging Gladius. If you just release the button here, it'll hit him. Right? So don't be too worried about it. That's something else we can practice. Just get ready for the DI. You know it's coming. That's punishable at this range. Okay. That's whatever. That's really good awareness, being ready for that. Boom. Dude's burnt out. Like I said, we know we get a better combo here already. Again, that's not really the best ender, but we're okay. Crouch Heavy Punch sucks. Nice. I'm not watching the next round. I'm going to watch the other Ken that you beat because maybe he plays less like a crackhead. Or excuse me, the Ken that beat you. Maybe he doesn't. Hard to say. Okay. That's the +1. Okay, we got to confirm this though, my guy, right? Like, you have 2 jabs to see that you didn't hit him. Let's not do the Dima. Right? Like, it's super punishable. Let's not do it if it's blocked. We got to hit confirm it. Okay, this dude has already burnt himself out. Okay. That's a decent anti-air. I don't hate this. That's a lock. Okay. Command grab? No. You had time to cancel that into DI. Okay, so I'm going to go into training mode real quick. And I'm going to talk to you about a couple things. Okay, so first things first. I put out a video like last week, where I just covered Marisa's Season 4 Oki, knockdowns in Oki. I think you would benefit from that a lot, okay? Something I tell everybody at your level, literally everybody, put the bot to random, work on hit confirming medium punch hard combo. So on hit, on block, you're going to cancel into Light Gladius. Now I'm talking. On block, you're going to go into Light Gladius. And on hit, you're going to go into either medium or OD Dima, depending on how much drive gauge you have. So here I've got full drive. Go into OD Dima. And then I pick a knockdown and I set up my Oki. On block, I go into Light Gladius. If it hits, I'm going to practice having a knockdown from there too. For me, that's usually drive rush into medium punch. But you have so much time to do this input. So like medium, medium, and then I do it. Medium, medium, then I do the quarter circle. Like, you don't have to lock it in as early. Like, a lot of people, they screw themselves because they start rolling the quarter circle like when the first one hits. And then they just don't really have an option. So like, work on just doing this quarter circle way, way later. And you're going to get this 100%. Like, I've made a couple mistakes now just because I'm talking and not really paying attention. But this realistically is not something you should, like, ever be missing or failing. So just, that would be the first thing I would say. Low, medium, into drivers, medium kick, feels about. Okay. So you were practicing this? Is that what you're saying? You're saying this combo? And then back heavy kick? Like that? Is that what you're saying? and you're trying to only drive rush cancel this, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to happen. No one does that. Nobody does that. So, like, that's not what that button's for, and that's not how people use that button. So, I'm just looking this up real quick. So, that feels impossible because it is a 15 frame window. Yeah, you're not doing that. That's really hard. Like, some people, I think, probably could do that. But, so when you see people stick this thing out, they're doing what's called buffering it, okay? So what I'm doing when I do this is I'm pushing the crouch medium punch. I'm holding my controller up as if I have a camera or as if you could see me. I'm pushing crouch medium punch. I'm releasing down, and then I'm tapping parry. So if you look at my inputs, I'm pressing crouch medium punch. I'm releasing everything, and then I'm tapping parry. I play on PlayStation 5 controller. So that's like down triangle, release everything, and then L2 is how I have that bound. So it looks like this. And what's good about this is if Luke happens to like just start walking forward or something, right? If Luke just happens to start walking forward, what happens is it cancels and I go into the combo. I am U.S. Midwest. United States Midwest. Right? And you just walk into it. I don't know what these other things are, right? Okay, that's not. This is probably recordings from the Marisa Bible still, to be honest with you. The one I was using just broke. Honestly, I've used a couple different things, Lenny. So I used the Victrix, was like the BFG Pro or whatever for a while. That was okay. I was never sure how much input lag there was on it, to be honest, on PlayStation. It felt like a little. Then I just went back to regular old DualSense. Yeah, mine wore out in like a year, and it's kind of expensive to be buying one of those every year and a half. So I didn't really like that. Then I just went to regular DualSense. It was okay. Eventually, the D-pad just kind of wore thin, and some down backs weren't really working, where I would feel like I was holding down back, and it would tell me I was just holding back. Which obviously in most games isn't that important, but in, a fighting game, that's pretty damn important. And then what happened? So then I'm like, well, I know some people use like the DualSense Edge or whatever. So I bought one of those. To be honest, if you're going to use it for other stuff and you're going to use the back, and you have like the back, I don't have the back paddles on just because I like never feel like I'm going to use those. And I feel like I'm going to accidentally use them, and I don't know, I should try, because I think there could be some value in putting like a back paddle on DI or something, because then you always have your finger on it. But to be honest, I'd heard people say that like the DualSense Edge D-pad was better. It feels identical to the regular DualSense. So I would say if you don't hate the DualSense, just getting a DualSense is probably fine. If you're going to use it for more than just Street Fighter, DualSense Edge is maybe okay. But about a lever fighting stick and making the transition is kind of impossible. Yeah, I've got a fight stick. I've got a hitbox. I've got a pad. My issue when I was trying to learn those is, realistically, I should just pick a character that I don't play to learn how to use them, because what happens to me is I get caught up trying to like play Marisa with them, and then I'll lose to people that I know I'd be beating if I was using my actual like good control scheme, and then I like just switch because I'm like, okay, I'm getting frustrated. Why am I losing to you? You're not that good, and that kind of wrecks me a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. final act. But anyway, what I was saying, Infamous, is this is a buffer. So you do this and on whiff, nothing comes out. And then on hit, if they walk into it or they just happen to like push a button into it. Like here, if he like dashes forward, like you stick it out, oh, he dashed forward and I caught the button and now I can go do a combo. But you can also use this to like whiff punish with. Yes, exactly. It also will do it on block, right? It'll also do it on block, but the idea with a buffer is you push it outside of range. So they're not in range. So like you'd push it like here. It's kind of hard to whiff punish. But the idea is you do it like here, and if they walk into it, you get the combo. Or if they push a button into it, you get the combo. That's how buffers work. You can also do that buffer with quarter circle forward light kick. So you can also do like this. And you can just like buffer it with light quadriga. And then you only get it on hit. Right? If I do it early, nothing happens. But if he walks into it, boom. You know, now I get the full combo. You know. But yes, so it doesn't come out on whiff. And that's been a thing in most Capcom fighting games. There are some like SNK fighting games where they have like empty cancels where moves will cancel into special moves on whiff. But not in Street Fighter. In Street Fighter, you just boom, and then it only comes out if it touches them. Which, again, can be on block, but can also be on... But on block, this isn't even that bad. Because if they, like, try to mash a jab or something on block, you're usually plus enough and close enough to get a back heavy punch anyway. So it doesn't even really matter. But... yeah, you usually use it from, like, this range. You gotta be careful, because, like, if you do this too much, then people whiff punish you and you eat a ton of damage, but at plat, this is probably a really, really stable strategy. Anybody else got matches they want me to look at, or... I think this is pretty strong, actually. I was a little bearish on this when the patch first dropped, but I think it's probably pretty good. Yeah, of course. Like I said, check out my Oki video, because I think that'll really help you. The main thing, honestly, is just having a plan, right? That's the main thing. It's just like having a plan when you get a knockdown and just having a tree, right? So, like... for example, okay, off of like medium demo, right? Say you get this knockdown, which is a very good knockdown for her. The main thing you want to do, when you're okay, that's what got me to play. I just need to memorize the other ones. See, like, I completely disagree with you. I think you need this, okay? Well, maybe you don't need to know about buffers, right? But what I'm saying is literally just know this knockdown and you're set. So, like, you do drive rush into charge towards heavy kick, right? And you can hit confirm this. So I don't know if you're practicing hit confirming this too, but, like, save state this knockdown, put it on random, and then we do drive rush, charge towards heavy. If it's blocked, we're +7. And if it hits, we can combo into back heavy punch. So you can go like this, right? And then into a combo. Boom. And then on block, we can go like for command grab or something. And then if you notice that they're just blocking this just all the time, right? Like they're just always blocking this thing. Well, that's when you can start to learn the timing for drive rush into command grab. Right? If you notice they're just always blocking, well, shoot, now we can do this. Another option that's auto-timed is you can do drive rush into charged overhead. If you notice they're just always crouch blocking. Right? But, like, if you just know Oki, does it have counterplay? I mean, depends what you mean by counterplay. Like, it's a guess. So, like, the counterplay is like, okay, they can wake up DP. You know? Like, yeah, sure, DP will beat that. But I can block that. You know? And then they die. They can block this, but if they keep blocking, I can go for command grab. You know, they can jump the command grab, but then they get hit by this. So, like, I mean, it's a guess, right? Like, that's the point of knockdowns in Street Fighter games. This is where you get to make them guess. And we say confirm it, you know? And then on block, well, shoot, we can go for regular throw. So, like, there's also stuff you can do on block. So, like, okay, cool. On block, what if I went for... Boom. Has that one move that was working as a DP? You mean this one? Or her counter? Which one? This? Or her counter? The counter. Okay. So yeah, you just bait that like a DP. It is. It is. It is final. It is. So, but you just bait this like a DP. Just like blocking a DP. Right? I mean, she dies if she's wrong. So you just have to know how to use it. That's all. That's it. Just got to know how to use it. Just bait it like a DP. Like I said, anybody else want me to watch some of their matches? Richard, you low-key hate it because you do your delay timing to cover for it and it just stays active that long. Yeah, that is the one thing that drives me nuts about this and Amnesia. I'm not really sure why they need 20 active frames. You know? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because if you're like, oh, I'm going to delay this. And sometimes you'll even go like this. Right? Like this, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, oh. And that's barely slow enough. You know? You'll be like, okay, cool. And then you push it. That literally hit her on the last frame of her counter. Like, it's hitting her on, like, frame 16 of her counter. Like, oh, I delayed it. There, that was the very first frame that I could hit her. But sometimes that does happen. Where you try to delay something, and then you still hit them. That's definitely happened to me against JP before. You know what you gotta drill? Yeah. But okay, like nobody was in here before when I was showing off this thing that I was messing around with Ingrid. So I want to show this, or with Yasmin, excuse me. Not modern. I really hate that it auto has modern on this. Kind of drives me nuts. But so if you've been around this character at all, you know that she has this like BMB where she does this, and she has like heavy punch into the fireball, and that's +2. Right, it's +2. And a lot of people do like crouch jab into that, and that like lets them loop the situation, which isn't bad, right? But my issue with this is that on block, whoops, is that on block, this hits way after the fireball's done, so you're only +1. So you don't really get like a real mix here. So my thought was, what can I do? What else can I meaty with here? And the answer I came up with was I can do crouch light kick. And if I just do the one crouch light kick, I'm +29 on block. So I do this. And then you do drive rush into overhead. And that trades with 4-framers. And you can link into this. And then from there you can actually get like that, and that's actually +7. So like you can like link crouch medium punch here, and you like crouch medium punch into this, right? You can go into that, or you can go like this, and you can relaunch them. I don't really think she gets anything from there because the juggle's too high. Yeah, she just get like this, which isn't very good. Or let me set this back up. Okay. Oh man, I screwed it up. But you can also, obviously, it's like real mix too, right? So like, whoops, screwed it up. Only +1. That's not gonna be. Oh, that was. Okay, that's +2. Dude, I don't know why I have such a hard time getting consistent frame data here. But, so +29. But of course, you can also then like delay a throw. So you can also do like delay regular throw. I'm having a hard time delaying it long enough. And now I'm delaying it too long. But you can do like a timed throw. She doesn't want to do drive rush into crouch light medium kick though, because it has like no advantage because they want you to do the target combo. So like you really don't want to do that, I think. I'm not even sure if she gets anything like if it hits. Like, because I don't think she can like cancel this or anything, right? So you can just do like another drive rush into crouch light kick. And then, of course, you know, from there you can combo out of it. Obviously, it's going to be really scaled. Like, that doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but still pretty cool. You can also just do, like, drive rush. And yeah, exactly. Mix is mix. You know. I think you could also get kind of silly and do crap like this, where you do like crouch light kick and then drive rush DI. And like obviously this is not super duper real. And they can jump out of that or whatever. Ooh, maybe they can't if you do it fast enough. Because like if you do this immediately, they can't jump out of drive rush DI. So I mean, I don't know. Mix is mix, but you know, you get low overhead. It's like a true low overhead throw. So I don't know. I think this probably be a video. I think I'll probably do a video on that. So it's just like meaty with crouch. Fly kick. What do you think of Infectious playstyle? He goes for max damage on first hit and burns out. Honestly, I've not. On what character? I guess that's my question, Wavy. On what character are you talking about? I could watch some. I could watch some Infectious if nobody wants to. You talking about Marisa? Because I know he was playing Marisa a little last season, but then he like switched off to Bison, and then I think he was playing some Alex maybe. Replays. Actually, let me do rankings. Let me do this. Let's do Master Rate. Marisa. Europe. Infectious playing Marisa. Euriche. This dude's so good. Okay, this dude's so good. Actually, so good. There's only, I mean, I know it's early, right? But there's only 4 Marisas in Europe. How many 1800 Marisas are in the US right now? Or in NA right now? Jump to top. I've only played literally one ranked game. Okay, there's really not that many more. Where's bro's Twitch? I forgot to link it. 1 second. Otherwise, it's just Zach_Henke. So it's the same as my YouTube, but I'll link it. I'll post it in the YouTube chat. 1 second. Just trying to get like some viewers on Twitch. Because you have to have, like, in order to hit, like, affiliate, you have to have, like, average 3 viewers across 4 days, you know? There's my Twitch. I think fewer people are watching the YouTube stream just because I titled it, Is that Sight? Is that how we pronounce that? Thank you. Thank you for doing your part. Right now we got 5 viewers on Twitch. One of them's me. Signed in, so, you know. Let's watch some Infectious. Huh? Yeah, see, okay, that's what I thought. He's been playing a lot of Bison. That's who he switched to last season, I think. So, do we have any Marisa? Do we have any Infectious Marisa? Okay, there's some Infectious Marisa where he lost. There's the Bison. Looks like he played 2 Marisa games and then he stopped. Okay, did he play her in room maybe? I mean, I could do replay search. You watched a video from 5 months ago. Yeah, he dropped her pretty quick, I think. But we got 2 games. Everyone's dropping Marisa? Yeah, it's because she's the worst character in the game. What are we talking about? At a tournament level, she sucks. At a tournament level, this character is not good. Casually, I think she's sick. What do I think of Bison? He's really strong. I think he's kind of lame, but he's really strong. Gosh, this is an awful, awful Marisa color. Okay. Get anti-aired. We try to parry. Sure. Gladius. Surprised that didn't... Okay. There's the buff. Not a shot. Okay. I want you to find me El Diablo. El Diablo 69. Nice. I want you to find me the tournament. The last tournament where Marisa got second place or third place. Okay? Because Lily, okay, you know the tournament that Hamad just won with E Honda? Right? Lily was third in that tournament. El Chocate came in third with Lily in that tournament. And she just finished, what, second EWC? Right? Or Esports World Cup, or whatever the frick that tournament used to be. Not EWC, but yeah, or Esports World Cup, which used to be Saudi tournament, whatever. She came in like second there, didn't she? Hibiki came in like second in that. Made Mena look like a child. No way. At least Lily can sort of play the game a little bit. I think at most levels, yeah, Lily's probably worse. And I certainly, did that on my casual player tier list. But wow, just throwing it out. Marisa has not had tournament results since Season 1. And she's stronger now than she was in Season 1. Just people didn't know how to fight her. Yeah, this still looks pretty bare bones. You can tell he hasn't really put a lot of time into Marisa lately. Even when he was playing her in tournament, you could see he didn't really put much time into her. In the sense of, there was a lot of combo unfamiliarity and stuff like that. And back throw. Here's Street Fighter 6. Back throw into Oki. Boom. It's actually not optimal now. So, if you land this counter hit, which he does, and then you drive rush cancels it, you can actually do charge back heavy punch. I mean, he can't kill here. He can get closer than it probably looks like he should be able to. But he can't kill here, so burning out would be a bad idea. I don't think spending all of it, I don't think spending level 3 is a bad idea necessarily. But I probably wouldn't. I probably would just go for the safe jump. And see what I can get from there. But definitely shouldn't do stand medium kick there. He does spend level 3. Not quite the combo he could get. I think he could also get 20 more damage just by doing towards heavy kick there, even if he didn't do the charged. Right? Okay, drive reversal, walk up throw, backdash. And there goes the round. I mean, she just gets bullied, man. Oh my gosh, what's with the loops? Are you kidding me? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Okay, I mean, if we get a, knockdown, we could... And it's over. Yeah, this character is just rough. I mean, it's just rough because, what does she do defensively? She has such a hard time actually playing defense, Such a hard time actually playing defense. Yada, yada, yada. I feel like I was going to do something. I was going to look at something, and now I don't remember. Oh, there was a video this other guy that creates Marisa content did that I wanted to maybe take a look at. I haven't seen it, but I thought, hey, maybe we could take a peek. So, yeah, it's Imba, yes. I don't know if he goes by Imba or IMBA or how he says his name. But I thought maybe we could watch this. So let me know if video audio is okay. He calls it, did Capcom actually fix Marisa? I thought we'd, take a look, watch this, maybe talk about it a little bit. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, but oh, that's because I have you guys. I need to actually change this to full screen. Do. Can I not? Okay. Well, then we'll just do this. And we will not watch it. Yeah. I just want to take a video at this real quick, Gert. But yes, you can put your CFN or your user ID or whatever in chat, and I will get to it. I just want to watch this a little bit.
So did the latest balance patch actually fix Marisa's core issues, or did Capcom just give us fancy
It's
quality
kinda loud.
of life tweaks? Today we are breaking down her recent changes, how they transform her mid-screen threat level, and whether her overall
Thoughts?
game plan has actually shifted.
Good? Nope,
Let's
not
jump
good.
right into the changes.
Will Goldbank
first
ever
up,
enter a
the
tournament?
MPMP target combo. The first hit no longer resets an airborne opponent, and the second hit no longer will
I'm not sure about Banks. I know sometimes he's entered some online stuff before. Goldbank's a really good player though.
often. Let me show you. See? So the second hit will air reset them, but it won't whiff. So you're plus in their face. What happens if it's just the first hit? They're knocked down. So okay, you can get Oki off of that. So a lot of the issues from before, where you go for a delayed button during a delayed jab or throw tag, they hold up and you get air reset by one, and then you eat a full combo for no reason. I think a common scenario goes like this. You go, you look, and then you delay your button because you saw that they didn't throw tag. And then yeah, they air reset and you're dead. Now
Yep.
this quality of life fix totally changes how freely you can throw out her best button. So for example, your opponent is in burnout, and let's say you land a drive rush heavy punch, but you're outside of throw range. So you want to pretend you're going to walk in for a throw so that you can bait them to press a move, but you do a timing attack, right, with your MPMP. But a lot of times what used to happen is that they will jump out, and then they'll get air reset and then you would die. But now you don't have to worry about that, so then you can do this kind of delayed options. Okay, so but what do you actually do if you actually land the reset, right?
Okay, so I agree. I think he's putting a lot of emphasis on this at like the level he plays at, which I'm assuming is probably fairly high. But okay, but I mean, not to sound snarky, but like El Diablo, like
Because this
where are Marisa's results at all? Like, Lazy Boredom does well in TNS, but like we don't have anybody playing her at like this super high level. Like, at least Lily can point to like Chokate,
entirely new. There's
who
a few
again
things
just
you
got
can do.
third
One of the
at
few things is
CP,
you can go
World Warrior.
for a charge like Gladius. Now,
just got third
obviously,
place at World
they can
Warrior.
perfect parry that. That's why I
Midwest, right? So like, and he won CEO like a year or two ago, right? Like season 2.5, season, right? He won, was it CEO? So like, yeah, I'm like, Lily's not good. No one, I don't think people are saying, I mean, maybe, you know, maybe Gert is saying that she's good. I don't know, but I'm not saying that Lily's good. I'm just saying she's better than Marisa. She has a little bit more stable, like, tournament strategies because she doesn't have to guess as much on offense. She has a lot safer Oki. She has a much better anti-air.
it's the kind of week one option where you test people's knowledge with it. But once people get good at this, they're gonna perfect parry you, and that's a hard counter, right? People can do this on reaction. They can see if you're charging Gladius or not. I think what you can do then is a semi-charge Gladius,
Which whiffs.
but that's high risk because if you don't press parry, you're minus in their face.
Yeah,
If you think that they are not going to parry and just block, you can do medium phalanx for big plus frames in their face. Okay?
Yep. This is all good stuff.
Here I'm +5, but if I was more negative when I initiated the strike and then air reset them, I actually would have more plus frames. -1, for example, from a jab. See there I'm +7. But both Phalanx and Gladius can be hard countered by perfect parry
For
on
sure.
reaction. So I think the best option is to actually drive rush cancel if you have the meter for it. And it's a very similar situation to your 6HK drive rush cancel. Let me show you. So obviously you're safe against DP. You can go for a manually timed command grab.
Seems good.
Or
They
you
can't
can
drive
go
reversal,
for
which is
a
good.
drive rush cancel into a charge heavy punch. Or punch back heavy punch. Here's a fun interaction. Previously in the corner, I could reset an opponent after Dima with a standing medium punch,
Yep.
but I can no longer do this. Let me show you what I mean.
So yeah, you used to be able to do medium punch, and I think it was like +10 or something.
So it used to be that would reset them,
+7.
and I would be able to command grab them.
Yeah.
But now that no
The
longer.
command grab was never real. They could always mash out of it. Okay, so I'm not going to say, I don't want to throw shade, but like, this dude, obviously smaller channel, nothing wrong with it. Title is really good. Title is really good. Kind of feeling like he's dragging it along a little bit. But Mr. Gert, did you want to show me, you were asking about looking at replays? Because that's kind of what I want to do on the stream. I was just kind of killing time. Do we have your CFN, sir? If you are still, in fact, here. If you still exist in the chat. If you're still a human being and not a robot. Good news, people. We have not had a like AI chatbot advertisement in the Twitch chat today, which is good. I don't know. I sort of felt like the sort of felt like Imba and like one of his last videos. I sort of felt like he was throwing a little shade my way. I don't know. Just saying. Sort of felt like there was a comment there, or he's, shaded me a little bit.
So they get knocked down. So I think a fun thing you can do is actually do this. You complete the target combo.
Plus 19.
And if you notice,
Get
she
charge
will
back
whiff
heavy
the
punch
second
there.
part of the target combo.
So there you'd get charge back heavy punch, which is really good. So that's going to be really similar to that's going to be really similar to like the standard frame kill. Watching this beginning of your channel. Thank you. Now, when you say beginning of my channel, what do you mean? I assume you mean my very first Marisa video. Yeah, getting in touch with Echo. That's because I was listening to the video. I don't have headphones on. It should be gone now. Site, hopefully. I realized that too, and I muted my Mac. I muted my speakers now, so it should be fine. I'm assuming you mean you've been watching me since this video, which was June 9th, 2023. 3 years, a long time to be watching, and thank you for the long time support. And thank you for the compliment. But I'd be really impressed if you were watching me from Abigail V-Trigger 2 stun and KO Akuma with one reset. Before I even knew you could record with PlayStation. So I just filmed it with my phone. I recorded my home TV screen. Boom, look at that. 2-touch. Check that out. It's not even optimal, by the way, because I could have fit another. Oh, look at that. 2-touch on Akuma. Oh, I loved Abigail Ozzy. I loved him. He was my favorite. And this was like the first like quick video I actually did. So this until V-Shift, okay? Until V-Shift, this was such a good setup. So you would do back heavy punch, V-trigger 2 activate, and crouch heavy punch. And then you would just charge this. And this was a meaty unblockable, okay? So if they stayed down on the ground, he was +4. You can't really see the input here, but he was +4, which gave him a 50-50 between strike and grab. So if you jumped or mashed, he could get that. Right? But he could also command grab you, and that would catch mashing too. Or, of course, blocking. But then if you recovered in place, you couldn't jump out of it or anything. And this also is true of back recover, because the Street Fighter 5 back recover and recover in place had different frame data. But then if you block this, you would get guard crushed, and he would get a combo. So yeah, I was actually showing that off a little bit ago. We were watching some Infectious replays, and I actually was just talking about that. It's charged back heavy punch, and it works on counter hit. Because he did that in a... yeah, it was a medium blockable, and if you stayed on the ground to get out of the unblockable... Oh, well, actually, though, I didn't even show you the best part, which was... Let's see if I showed him the video or if it's only in the description. But... Okay, I don't even think I showed it. Maybe I do? No, I'm going to show that this actually beat some DPs, too. Check out most deadly Marisa featuring Infection. Maybe. Okay. It actually went through quite a few reversals as well. So the only way through this was to, like, wake up with a CA. Right? But what I didn't know, or maybe I didn't show this, so what he could actually do, too, is after the guard crush, so, like, after this, he could do this crouch heavy punch, and then he could do EX Abigail punches, and it looped the situation. So I actually did that to a guy. Here, I've got a match of it. This was just like, this was back when I was in gold in Street Fighter 5. Doing raw overheads mid-screen. Just mashing it. Okay, DPs, whatever, who cares. And then... boom, okay? So now, again, this is medium blockable. He wakes up into it. Crouch heavy punch, EX Abigail punch. And then I cancel this again. This loops the medium blockable. Okay? So now this is medium blockable again. Crouch heavy punch, EX Abigail punch. And medium blockable again. And that was... I swear I'm not teabagging there. I'm trying to do command grab. I'm like trying to do the spin for command grab. He DPs over me. Boom, stun. Command grab. That was sick. But that is why I loved Abigail. He was amazing. I loved him so much. Okay, so I think it was this situation. Was he did perfect parry. And then back throw. No, I was just talking about this. So on counter hit here, yeah, you can drive rush cancel this. And then, am I controlling? No, okay. And then on counter hit, you can combo this into charge back heavy and then link that into knee. In some situations, you're obviously going to get, like, you can go for OD quad here. This doesn't kill, but that does almost 70%. Actually, this does over 70%. And need I remind you, this is a counter hit. This is with counter hit knee. This is not punish counter. This is like you stuffed one move, right? I mean, this is kind of insane. I think this is actually really good if this is confirmable. I'm not sure if it is. Things better to do heavy kick plus OD Spartan. Yeah, you'll have caught up to that now. Just a little bit of delay. But it depends. If it won't kill, it's probably not. Like, depending on where you're at. But I'm honestly not sure how hit confirmable this is. So let's just try some stuff. So the first thing I want to know is if I just set it to hit and then random counter hit, how easy is it to just counter hit confirm this? I mean, this is nuts, right? Like, this is... Okay, so there... Definitely doable into counter... Like, definitely doable where... I'm actually curious about this. Okay, that's $37.95. I'm assuming, of course, wow. Now I don't want it to be counter hit for a second. How much more damage is this? 40-32. Yup, always go OD quad because it does not scale. It does the exact same damage as OD Phalanx. Actually, it does 100 more damage than OD Phalanx, I guess. But OD Phalanx, if I do this, counts as 2 hits. Whereas OD quad does not auto scale. So I think doing this on reaction is probably pretty reasonable. Right? Like if you're just fishing with this, seeing that you got a counter hit if your driver's canceling this. Now I'm talking, so I'm not paying attention. But I think that's completely reasonable. That seems easy. Now I'm talking, so I'm not really doing it, but this seems completely feasible. To just counter hit confirm this thing on hit. Like if your driver's canceling it anyway, and you see that, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna combo on hit. Seeing that it hit counter hit, I think is pretty reasonable. There I was a little late. But I think this is totally reasonable to do. And again, this gets you, 70% almost for doing it. No, you should do heavy kick plus OD Sparta. Not heavy kick plus driver's cancel. Oh, you mean just in general? Well, but he was already driver's canceling it. And I was talking about your previous message where you said, did you see heavy kick plus driver's cancel to charge HP is the thing now? So you're saying... my guess is no. I mean... Yes, this is going to do more damage, of course. Right? Like, yes, this is going to do more damage. And... I'm sure you can confirm this. But the problem is you don't know if this is going to hit, right? So right? Like I think you can confirm this now. Right? Yeah, that's a good setup. Honestly, though, I'm more interested in the trade setups for it. So, yeah, this is good. Right? It's +7. I found this pretty fast, too. I don't know why this is, like, caught on. Everybody's, like, talking about this like it's, like, this super good setup. Just because it links into medium, like, knee. Just because it links into medium punch. Yeah, but he's, like, he wasn't reacting with heavy kick, right? He's just, like, fishing with this. And what's good about fishing with this is I don't need to give a rat's ass if it hits or not, right? Like, so, like, if I have full drive, like, I can do this. Or if I'm willing to cash out anyway, I can do this. You know, that's 45-71. And then if it's blocked, I get a 50-50. Right? So the idea is he's just throwing this out anyway. Right? He's just throwing this thing out. And this is what I wasn't sure of. Is if I put the bot to counter hit. Right? So like you get a 50-50 here, which is sick. Right? But what I'm trying to figure out is how easy is it for me to, if I don't know this is going to hit, to cancel into No, I get what you're saying. But I think we're just talking about, like, if you know it's going to hit, yes. If you know it's going to hit, or you're just trying to hit confirm this, then yes. It's better to try to hit confirm with this. But what's really good about doing the driver's cancel is you don't have to care about hit confirming this. Right? You can just throw out the driver's cancel. And then you can do the conversion. And I think this is going to be something where absolutely you can just throw this stupid thing out. And if it happens to counter hit, you can go into chargeback heavy punch. I think this is going to absolutely be something that you can do that with. I say as I screwed up, but I think that might be something worth thinking about too. How does replay analysis work? Do I just drop my CFN? Yeah, that works fine. El Diablo, you can totally do that. Otherwise, I do have a match analysis form if you want to fill that out. 1 second, let me go to my drive. But absolutely, Copy responder link, shorten URL, copy. Sorry, managing tabs is always fun. So it can look something like that if you want to click on that. Otherwise, that's like if you have stuff that you want to tell me. Like, you just click on the link, you'll see what I'm saying. Yeah, I think you got good buffs too. I'm just not sure if they matter a ton. But anyway, what I'm saying is I think you absolutely are going to be able to do this. And then just see the counter hit if it hits. And link into the back heavy punch. I think this is something you're going to be able to do. And I think it maybe is something I should even practice doing. Because this seems really good to me. And then, like, on block, you get, you get the 50-50. You'll just post your CFN, that's fine. El Diablo 69. I really need to play ranked, dude. I just don't really have the, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't have the drive to play ranked, you know? Also, I've been wondering if I should get Tokon. I generally don't like air dashers or tag games, but I just sort of figure, like, if I say that and then I never buy a tag game, maybe I miss out on the one that I would like. So I don't know. Might be fun to learn on stream. Alex, I'm assuming you're not the Luke. I'm assuming you're the 1372 Alex. Any matches you want me to look at? Any matches or matchups you want me to look at? Dude, the game hates you. You lost to Elena and then it gave you another Elena immediately. I would have quit too. Not in particular? Okay. I'm not going to watch these because this guy's like 200 MR higher than you. So I'll watch this one, which is set that you won. And then I want to set that you lost that isn't the mirror. But that guy's like 1600 MR. Jeez. Is that really what it's like playing in a smaller region? That you're like 1300 playing against people that are in high master? That's rough. I mean, this dude just had LP by his name. And then he was high master the next game. Which means that he finished the last season like 1870 or something like that. That's crazy, man. Okay, and then we'll look at... Cool, and then here's a Ryu that you just... Nope, that's another 1600 MR. Okay, I guess we're watching the jury. That's got to be tough to improve, dude. Like... Ludwig. Followed players. Ludwig has not played the game. Like, my first match... Like, the only match of rank that I've played literally doesn't even have it in here. Right? Like... Literally don't even have my rank. But, like, the only match of rank that I've played this session or whatever, or this... What am I trying to say? Like, this phase so far. Okay, I accidentally added a Terry game in here that I didn't really want to watch, so we're moving that. Okay. That sucks. It sucks that that's just how it is in Australia. Okay. What do we got? Good. That's fine. Yeah, that's FemShep. Yep. That is, in fact, FemShep. How did you know? Just because it's a modern Marisa? Okay. This is fine. I think you timed this a little early. I actually don't think it matters anymore. I was going to say that. But I don't think it matters anymore because you just do light command grab here. But what about crouch heavy punch? Nope. Okay, so this all still works. We're good then. I'm curious. Does that whiff? Yeah. So something to be just kind of aware of when you do this is kind of the spacing of this driver's back medium kick is actually really important. Because if you do it too early, because if you do this too early, this whiffs. But I think if you do this right on time, no, I'm just stupid. This just always whiffs. Okay, never mind. Haven't played Alex in a while. Carry on. That's fine. 6, spacing trap. Okay, so that's cool spacing trap. If you land this, I'm not sure that that's what you want to do. So I think what you want to do here probably is this, right? I think damage-wise, that's probably it. But possibly that could be decent. Because that's 2046. Right? So I just think like doing back medium kick here into that gives you more damage. Doing this, even into this, gives you more damage. Right? So just kind of having the combo games unlocked, this won't connect, but that's +8. I don't think that gives you. I guess if you're gonna go, if you really want to go into the medium punch shark combo, you could go into heavy punch, and it's just a better button. Neither here nor there. Prowler Oki, that's fine. Getting a little crazy with it. Overextend, not a huge deal. Okay. I'm going to say this about the Prowler stuff, right? Like, that's very much what Alex wants to do, right? Like, he wants to be in Prowler to force you to make a decision. But sometimes you just want to see what decision they want to make. Right? Like, if you go into Prowler in this range, like, this is fine, okay? Now you're in Prowler in this range. I meant to select you. Right, so, like, you go into Prowler in this range, you sort of get to figure out, like, okay, what is he looking for, you know? And you can sort of just live in this zone for a little bit where you don't need to just be holding forward all the time. So, like, for example, if you did this, right, and you didn't dash forward, you would notice that what he's trying to do here is crouch medium kick, which then would mean that next time you do this, okay, well, then maybe I want to try doing that or whatever. What's the combo here? It's, dude, it's been a while since I played Alex. That, I think, right, in DDP. I can't do a DP to save my life. There we go. So you can do something like that. Or you could try to charge Lariat or whatever. But you're making decisions so quick once you're in Prowler that it just sucks. I think this guy doesn't know his buffs, because I think +9 now. Doesn't Ken get, like, this? I think he does, right? No? Look, there's a new combo he gets there. How do I stop myself from tilt queuing when billing games asking for a me? Honestly, Phantom, if you figure out the answer to that, I'd be happy for you to tell me too. What I usually do is I'll queue until I tell myself I'm the worst person in the world. I should just probably curl into a ball and die. I should delete my YouTube channel because no one should listen to me ever. And then when I get to that point, I'll queue about another 10 games until the whole world has lost meaning. And then I release, enter this kind of state of hate-filled zen where the game doesn't matter to me anymore because I'm such a worthless human being anyway. And then I start winning again. So that's usually how I do it. I don't think that's healthy, but, Okay. Good drive reversal. I like that. But, okay, you see what I mean here again? You're like Prowler, and then you just go forward. So, like, if you just hold this, like, just... Like, just sit in Prowler for a second. Like, just sit here. He's not reacting to the dash. Just sit here. You know what I mean? Just sit here. We can do something like that. Boom, you know? Boom, you know what I mean? So, like, appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not alone. Yeah. I don't think anybody's ever alone getting salty in fighting games. Good counter DI. That's really nice. Especially since he hadn't showed it. That's really nice. Good conversion. Blocked it. No punish. Which is rough. Pretty much anything works there. I don't know what you were trying to... Oh, you're trying to do command grab. I got you. I got you. You're trying to do OD command grab. Okay, good. There we go. Yeah, I see that. I saw the inputs. I saw the inputs. I get you. That happens sometimes. Okay, that's risky on both ends. And there's the DP again. Can you block after this knockdown? Is he plus enough? I think he is, right? He's plus 20. Yeah, you can bait that there. Dude, I still do not know how I want to punish DP as Alex. I have like a million different ideas. I have a million different ideas, and none of them ever work. There we go. Wait a little bit. Just sit in Preller for a second. Okay. Do we do Preller, dash, and then EDPs again? Is it just the mirror image thing? Okay. That's fine. Talked about that combo conversion earlier. It can be better. Used to have a flash shop into a BMV? Yeah. That's okay. Obviously, we can convert better off of this. Right, I get you're just kind of bullying him here. I don't think that sucks. I think it's probably okay to do. That's a bad jump, though, right? Because you're so far away, it's like, what else are you going to do from there? Again, we're getting just a little wild. Like, you can exert pressure without pushing buttons. That's good. Work on hit confirming this stuff, right? Because, like, that's obviously not supposed to be level 1. Oh my gosh. But, like, you can get that into a DP, and then you're fine. Obviously, you can do stand light kick. It's probably a little harder. Even just doing something like this into, you know, the reset is fine. There's the DP. He kind of does that when he's scared. So, you know, we could pay attention to that, but... Again, talked about that combo conversion. So, just in terms of like a player habit, player reading thing, you've not command grabbed this guy once. You tried to do it one time, and, you know, you got the half circle back or whatever. And this dude still holds up here. That pretty much tells you that you should never command grab him because you haven't and he's still scared of it. Like, taking command grab here is the right thing for him to do. He should hold down back and make you grab him. Was this just another screwed up input? Yeah. That happens. You do that quite a lot, too. Where you cancel this, and then you do... Okay. So what I want you to start doing here is doing this sometimes is fine, right? Where you do like this and then into the jump. Sometimes just cancel that into axe. Just cancel that into light axe. Creates a spacing trap. It's safe. Right? It's safe to DI. They can DP it. Combos if they get hit. You can also do something like that if you really want to. But not from this range. But, like, it's just a decent option. You see what I mean? Again, you get into Prowler and then, like, immediately you dash. Just, like, add a beat. You know? So it's like, instead of doing Preller dash, just like Preller dash. Like just add a beat. Preller, wait and see. Preller, back dash. Right? Because this dude's not reacting to this stuff. Like, I just want you to see how quickly he does this. You go into Preller, he is already inputting the DP. Like, he's just crouch DPing this thing. That's what he's doing. As soon as he sees you go into Preller, look at this. He's doing crouch DP. Already. He's doing down. He did down forward, down forward, and then he hit light punch. Maybe he reacts to the forward movement and hits punch. I really don't think so. Okay, this is like just a free throw. Right? Like, he whiffed it. Just walk up, grab him. You know, heck. I think this actually is a kill. Maybe. No. Okay. Not quite. But just walk up and grab him, you know? See what I mean again? It's like just add a beat. Okay? That was actually a sick read by him, to be honest with you. That was a cool read on his part. I think you woke up with it. That's really predictable. Desperation supers. Try not to do them all the time, right? It's tough. Okay. How about the game you beat this guy in?
All right, you're on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Okay, Prowler. Dash. DI. I like the counter DI. Yeah, sure. I told you. You didn't give me your deets, right? You didn't show me your details. And if you did, I apologize. Okay. Again, same notes. I'm not gonna belabor the point a ton. What do you do for Oki here? My feeling is that this guy is going to super. Nope, he jumped. This dude always jumps. That's fine. Not the best combo, but it's a decent one. Again, that combo can be better. I'm going to say this. I like the command grab there. But I'm going to say this, too, about this Preller thing. You have not done the grab one single time. Like, maybe throw him, you know? Like, you kind of just letting him get away with stuff. I like that command grab. Okay, I like mixing that in. Prowler, and then we double dash. Prowler, and then we dash immediately. Okay. Could you kill here? Turns out the answer is yes. And that's just kind of like the normal route, right? Nothing special there. That's just kind of the normal route. I was also wondering if you could do like... Whoops. Like this. But you don't need to, so. It'd be like... I'm just trying to do this combo. Like, even though I know I don't need to, I'm just trying to do this combo. So that doesn't, it's too much juggle. But you could go into level 1 there too. right? Like you could just do like charged. That doesn't kill, so you have to do the level 3 route. Good to know. So could have killed here. And then again, we kind of get... Please tell me you don't super here again. Okay, you're kind of trying to react to it. It's rough. And then the dude holds up, because that's what he does in dangerous situations. I want to watch one more against the jury. I want to see game 3. I want to see game 3. Spaceman 23. You have Space Boy, right? So why not Spaceman? Okay, round start DI. Okay, don't parry here. Right, I think you did parry off of this. So, like, this is punishable. Don't parry, right? Like, just block. Just block. Okay. Getting a little antsy here. Okay. Good. What do we get for Oki? Not much, and then swing with the boot when they're nowhere near us. Gotcha. Okay. That's good. We can convert off of this, though, for sure, right? Because this still should back turn her, I think. So, like, you can pretty much always get back medium kick into that. And that's usually pretty good damage if this Lariat trades like that. Yep. That's tough because you can't double dash there. Be great to convert that counter hit elbow into DP. Then we go for heavy command grab. I'm assuming it's supposed to be EX. Boom. Drop the combo. What happened here, actually? Does that ever work? What happened? I don't think... Okay, you were just late. Yeah, okay. You tried parrying again there. You did drive reversal into hold parry again. And she threw you again. So, yeah, you were just late on the heavy punch. But honestly, like I was just saying, like, slow the tempo down. I think that's the big thing. It's just kind of slow the tempo down. And it'll help, right? Like, you can exert the pressure without just, like... You can exert the pressure without doing a move immediately. 2-6-7, 4-3-6, 3-4-3-5. Bison? Just 3 matches would be enough. Okay. Been a while since I played Bison, but at Diamond 1, I think I should know enough. How good's the Ryu? Just curious. Not super. Okay. 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 So Diamond 6. Gotcha. We'll see how much I know about Bison. Diamond 4. Sure. So, first things first. Round start special move. Gonna have mixed results. Second thing, back recover, please. Right? 2 punches or just 2 buttons. Back recover. Get away. Don't let him get Oki for free. Good delay. Good tech. Why did you do that? Why did we just do that? That's not a good combo. That's like Mondo negative. So like, I think he can do. What does he do here? I don't know what he does there, but he, doesn't do the right combo, obviously. Good mash. Go for throw, sure. Drive rush into back heavy kick, of course. Send it. I think you usually want to try to confirm this, right? Because now we can get something like that. So like you do like the medium punch. Oh my gosh. Right, then we can do something like this. And then we can just kill. It's like boom, 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 boom. And I don't know what you do there, but he can't kill, I don't think. Not from that little. Well, maybe you could. Now I'm actually curious. Not a shot, right? Maybe. Because you would do... And then you do... Oh, definitely. Definitely, right? Because you do this, and then that. Oh my gosh, I suck. I'm so bad, dude. Not that you need to know all these conversions. But anyway, it's something like that where you do like the stand heavy punch. I think can't you just do stand heavy? You can do like that works though, right? Doesn't it? Doesn't this work? Am I nuts? Does that not work? Or am I'm just timing it horrendously, right? That was always my issue with this stupid combo. Is I always was late after that OD head stomp. No, I'm trying to go into level 1. I swear that's the combo. Because, yeah, I know you can do the overhead. My problem is I have to do this whole frickin' sequence every time. Oh my gosh, I suck. I don't even know why I'm checking this, because, like... You literally just do it as soon as it connects, huh? Sorry, it's been a long time since I made any Bison stuff. It's been a long time since I've touched this character. I really need to take the cast to master. Oh my gosh, dude. What is my problem, dude? Medium punch. Crouch medium. Okay, who cares if it traded? Doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. Okay. What the heck? Okay, I'm 2 more tries, and then I'm just calling it quits. And I'm getting back to the rest of the analysis. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I have to. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. So all that to say, don't be scared to spend the OD. All that to say, don't be scared to spend the OD scissors kicks, okay? Because I think even the combo you did here, right? Now you dropped this, but this should work. Right? Like this should work. Oh my gosh. Right? Like this is the exact same situation I was just in. So like I don't need to show it again. But don't be afraid to spend it because, you know, I dropped it now because I suck. But we saw that killed before, right? Yeah, I mean, you failed to confirm. That's not a huge deal. But don't be afraid to spend the OD scissors there, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I think this is probably punishable by Ryu, right? Maybe not? Yeah, that one's punishable. So, like, careful about doing scissors kick against that close against Ryu. Good challenge. Why are we trying to steal a turn here? Okay, you hit him with this, right? Last time you threw him, like, just throw him again. Like, it's fine. Right? Like, obviously. But, like, just throw him again. Nothing wrong with just throwing him again. Or going for another. I mean, you could also do, like, jab, jab into that. Into Oki, right? But you tried to do, like, heavy punch here, like, or overhead or something. Like, you know, don't be afraid. Okay, I like the heavy punch there. I don't even hate sticking out the crouch medium punch afterwards. I think that's fine. Donkey kick is stupid. Nothing else to say there. Okay, so you're at full screen and you're a Bison player. So there's 2 things that I know are going through your head right now. You're either thinking about doing this. You're either thinking about going, wee. Or you're going to go like this. Don't do either of those things. How did I know, huh? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. What do we push here? Medium. Okay, you're like got hit out of like medium kick or something. I'm not sure about that. Do you back recover anything, by the way? Because you really need to start. Okay. Oh, and there's the other one. And there's the other one. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Okay, that's risky because that was not properly spaced. Overhead. We're fine. You should not fail to anti-air this with Bison. You're already crouching. You're already crouching here. Right? I took over a little too soon. Right? You just missed the crouch light kick. Right? You just wait and you just anti-air him here. No problem. Right? No problem. You can actually just do that. More common than you might think, El Diablo. When a guy named El Diablo is telling you that you're crazy, you might be crazy. Okay, that one was spaced well. So if you notice people are going for this neutral jump option a lot, medium punch, medium punch. I think, does he get like light bomb here? Yeah, he does. So like you notice people are neutral jumping a lot there. You know, you can do this. I think you can probably kill off the Oki situation, but we don't need to show that again. So if you notice people are neutral jumping a lot there after scissors, you can go for like jump medium medium. That's poorly spaced. He should punish. He doesn't. DI there is kind of nuts. Like, your -5, like walk back DI is kind of nuts. Don't hate it. Spending meter there, burning yourself out, not a big fan. Dude, you're -5 here. Why are you pushing? Like, you just did scissors. You're -5. You're pushing. You're trying to do scissors again. Just block. Just block it. Okay. Work on the crutch. Heavy punch anti-air. I promise you, it's a good option. There we go. Throw him. There we go. Nice. Now just what I want you to do now. Okay. Just hang back. Just hang back and get your drive gauge back. Okay. Like there now. Right? Instead, you press the advantage, you get hit, you die. Okay? You were doing okay with, like, the scissors confirms. Right? What we really have to do, though, is just kind of, you know, play a little more patiently. Okay, now we jumped. Get TP'd. Okay. Do you know how to back recover? Because you don't do it. So when you get knocked down in this game, okay, you can recover in place by not doing anything. So your character just stands up. Or you can hit any 2 buttons on your controller. I usually do light kick and medium kick. And you see them, they'll spring back. But you could do like light kick and heavy punch. You could just hit. You could do it with parry. You could do it with DI. You could do it with like heavy punch, heavy kick, and medium. It doesn't matter. I just do it with light kick and medium kick because that's X and circle on my controller. Well, you need to do it because you want to do this most of the time because it creates way more space between you and your opponent, and it means that they can't just get Oki for free off of things. So it's really important to do. That's a good tech. Although you did it last time. Okay, that's better than the light punch Psycho Crush you did in the last round, but you have to question why you're doing this at all. Like, you don't need to, right? Like, you can just sit there. Like, you can just tech the throw and be okay with it. Like, you don't need to constantly be doing something. Okay? I like that medium kick. That's good. There we go. That's good scissors. So, if you do this just a little bit later, then you're going to whiff punish him. Right? So, if you just do this a little bit later instead of earlier, well, now we can do stuff like this. Right? And now we can sort of run our game. Just push that medium punch a tad later. Okay, another thing. Scissors kick hits counter hit here, right? It hits counter hit. That means we're +4. +5. So what that means now, we can combo off of this. So that combo can be back into scissors kick, into the reset, into the standing. It can be into bomb, and apparently not. It can be into like one jab into bomb. Right? Or what I think most Bison players would probably do is jab, jab, and then light crusher, and then you get forward dash your +5. And then you get like dash into Oki. Right? So you get a combo if that hits counter hit. So make sure you're kind of working on that. Throw him. Does Bison get dash on his throw loop? Kind of feel like Bison could dash on his throw loop. But it's been a while since I've thought about it. So, yeah. So you can, if you want to, just do dash into throw. And that'll hit meaty. I don't think you can shimmy off of it. But work on the throw loop. It's kind of important. You did it, right? But just work on the throw loop. I know it sounds stupid to practice throw loops. Again, you can anti-air this. This is not Marisa. Like, his crouch heavy punch is never going to lose here. You know, it's never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Right? You... Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is plus. Outside of throw range, though. Good throw. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Don't. Okay. And then we have no combo. So I think you can just do... I think it's just dash. No, what does he do here? I think you just do this, right? If you really want. Is just... What is it? Or does it just medium overhead and then into light bomb? I think that works. It's not like the best thing, but if you don't have any drive or whatever, like that's a decent option. I used to know the DI wall split combo, but I don't anymore. Medium punch 6 AP. Okay, that's what I ended up with. Cool. I wasn't sure if that was the best thing or not. That's punishable. Be careful. That's good. That's well spaced. Again, we can convert off of that. So, like, you see this puppy, it's counter hit. Boom. Then we just hit him with the jab into Light Crusher, or more probably just jab into Light Scissors again. And then into the strike throw mix one more time. Strike throw, baby, one more time. Okay. Again, back recover will be your friend. That's punishable. That's really punishable. You don't really want to punish that with jab. Not sure what you want to punish this with. I mean, I know this will work. Do something like that. I think this is 12 frames though, right? 13? Okay. And that doesn't give you crap. So I can probably actually back heavy kick is what you want to do here. And then we could just go for into this. And then into kind of the same knockdown we looked at earlier. Okay. Spam and throw. Nice. Good. That's punishable. There's the DI. Still okay. Okay. And there you tech quite often. So that would be why that happens. Let's look at a couple more of these things.
Interesting. This will be a good fight.
Okay. Good. Much better. Like, just walk forward. Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, he pushes there a lot. You can punish this. You're pushing crouch medium punch. I think crouch medium kick probably does it. Right? So you can just sort of do something like that, because it has a little more range, so it'll catch his jab. You can do something like stand heavy punch. I'm trying to hit this in time. And then, like, you can sort of convert off of this into something like that. But crouch medium kick is probably a good bet there too, to like punish his attempt to press. Okay, that is super duper negative. So like, I don't know what the best thing to do here is. It's probably something like this. You get, I think this is the combo. You get like dash here, some crap, right? Gosh, it's been a long time since I've played Bison. Or is it just like walk up into overhead and then something like that? Or am I just making up some combo that doesn't work? Ah, that doesn't work. There's something here. Or am I just thinking about this? I don't know. There's some combo there that I'm aware of, but is out of the back of my mind. Okay, we thought that would punish. It didn't. It's whatever. Very common problem for people at your level is you're not really sure how to approach, right? So you really want to jump, or you want to do something like Shadow Rise to try to force it. But this game has a really cool mechanic where you hold parry and then tap forward, and then you just get in. I mean, I know it's kind of crazy. It's really niche. Not a lot of people know about it. It's called Drive Rush. It's called Drive Rush. And it's kind of the way that you win neutral in this game, especially with Bison. So I would do more of that. Okay, back throw I think is the right decision here. And then I would just try to bait a super probably. Okay, I like it. Throw him, walk up, throw the fool again. Mistimed it. And there's the Shadow Rise again. He's waiting for you to do something like, okay, we can kill him here. Cool. And you do. Nice. Good conversion. I don't think that's max damage, but it's fine for where you're at, right? Like, it killed him. That's all we care about. Hey, that was a good button to push. That's punishable from there. So be careful. That's well spaced. I'm going to say this too. Send the target combo less often, right? Because, like, if you send the target combo less often, you get the link into crouch medium punch, you know, into OD scissors. And then again, we've looked at that, right? So send the overhead less often. I'm not saying don't do the overhead ever. I'm just saying you don't always want to do it. Yeah, I mean, that just is solved by putting the bot on random and practicing. Did you throw tech here? What happened here? You tried to mash. So reuse solar plexus is +3. Don't push a button here. Throw tech here, maybe. But generally, we don't want to push a button there. Okay. Good anti-air. Just play patient. There we go. Also, something that needs to be said. Bison does have crouch medium kick into drive rush. How plus is this? Plus 8? That's 10. So, Bison can do stuff like this. If you don't suck like me, but Bison can do stuff like that. Right? And then you just get kills off of that. Yeah, Solar Plexus is not fun. And it's worse than it used to be, which is incredible. But, like, just drive rush cancel that puppy. You know what I mean? Like, just DRC into jab. If it hits, you get a combo. If it's blocked, you get a mix-up. Just free offense, you know? I mean, it's not free. It costs you three bars, but who cares about 3 bars of drive? It's definitely one of the ways to win neutral. Okay, again. This hits counter hit. I'm going to keep saying it. You know, we can react to that. We can do a jab. Oh my goodness. We can do a jab into another scissors. Get more damage. Get a mix. You get a little greedy with this drive rush overhead. You got to know the situations where you can actually get those. Okay, I'll live with it, I guess. Why did we do that? I don't know. And now we're full screen, so we do Shadow Rise. Got to be comfortable walking forward in this game. You mashed again, even though you got counter hit on it last time. That's well spaced. You do that every single time, though, right? Like on hit, on block, you do that every single time, by the way. I don't know if you know this. You do scissors, and then you just mash on crouch medium punch. Every time. Doesn't matter if it's hit, doesn't matter if it's counter hit, doesn't matter if it's blocked, whatever. You do scissors, you push crouch medium punch. Work on confirming things, right? Okay, good. What did we try that we got stuffed? We're +6. This dude mashing jab when we're +6 is kind of crazy. It is an anti-air. It's just, I don't know. You don't really need it to have an anti-air because you just hit crouch heavy punch. Like, there's, like, if you want to cancel the level 3, sure, but at the start of a round, I don't think there's ever a reason to do it. We're just a little late with our button, that's all. Okay, that's a delay tech, that's nice. Okay, that's fine. He's mashing on your plus frames. So, if you hit with this, right, like, now this is pretty far away, but you can do stuff like crouch jab into crouch medium. You know, you can do stuff like that. I think even like jab probably works here. No, it doesn't. But like if this hits, you can't really throw or too far away, but you can just do, you know, one jab to try to convince him not to push. Even something like this is not terrible, although it would be punishable if he blocked it. But again, the reason he does this is you push this. Yes, you are +3, but again, you hit crouch medium punch, you're late. Now, if you hit it on time, if you had hit crouch medium punch at the correct timing, you are in fact going to hit him. Right? You're going to win. And I think you can even link out of this. Maybe, maybe not. But point just being, he's mashing there because he, you know, I mean, he's just mashing because he's, quite frankly, not like a great player either. But again, we're +2, we're +3. Just go for a throw, you know? Just go for lights, go for a throw. Get TP'd, we jumped in, yep. Okay, like seriously, don't do that. That is so negative. It's like when they're like -20 or something like that. You gotta not do light Psycho Crusher. That was well spaced. But again, you do scissors, and you mash crouch medium. Oh, hey, there, you didn't do it once. Okay, I'm going to play a game. How late can we push crouch heavy punch? Okay, that loses there. But it hits, so... So, I mean, he's like already coming down with the button. Crouch heavy punch still works. It is a very good anti-air. Okay, that's fine. Although, again, if you block this, we can do something like this. Into Oki. Okay, DPs is what it is. DPing with a bomb on you is kind of insane. Ooh, what's the combo here? I used to know how to do this. Because like you can do this, right? Where you can do like stand heavy kick into that or something. But I think outside of that, we can just do this. And then into like level 3 and stuff. And you can do like 70% there. But it is now Goldbanks. My name is the same on Twitch now. There's an underscore in it. Otherwise, here, let me just post the link in Twitch chat. Or excuse me, let me post the link in YouTube chat. I will say though, Goldbanks, I think putting follow on Twitch caused people to not tune in. Because lately I've had like 30 something viewers, and today, or maybe it's just the fact that it's a Tuesday, I don't know. Fewer people watching me. But there's the link. There's the link. Whoops. So that was good. That was good scissors. Donkey kick sucks. By sucks, I mean it's really good. You see how you tack there a lot though? Like you get hit mid-screen, and then the last round's just a wash. Or it should have been. He drops a bunch of shit. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna jump into rain mode. I'm gonna talk about a couple things for you. Final act. Now I'm in training mode. Talk about a couple things here. Just because. So there's a few things that I think you should work on. The very first thing, though, I think. The very first thing is just work on implementing back recover when you get knocked down. Again, that's just like at some point before you hit the ground, just hit any two buttons and you'll back recover. And that's a really big deal. But I want you to work on knowing what to do like in certain knockdown situations. So like, for example, there's a lot of spots where you land like medium bomb and you don't really get anything off of medium bomb mid-screen. So like, if you can go into heavy bomb instead, which you can from like stand medium punch, or off of OD scissors. So like, if you land this as your BMB, this is in plus 31. You can do drive rush and then like a slight delay and do a back heavy kick, and that's plus 10 on hit, and I think it's gonna be like plus 6 or 7 on block, plus 8 there because I hit it meaty. Which means you're in throw range, you just gotta delay it a little bit. Right? And you can get some pressure from there. So work on knowing your Oki things. And then if you just wanna, like, honestly, just work on doing more drive rush and neutral. which I know sounds like lame, but Bison's Drive Rush is very good. Because you can do stuff like Drive Rush Scissors to like check it too. So like here. I'm just going to pick Marisa for a second. And I'm going to have Bison do a couple recordings. So one recording I'm going to have Bison do is going to be Drive Rush. And I'm just going to have him do like Medium Punch. And then another recording, I'm going to have him do Drive Rush into Heavy Scissors. So I'm going to try to check his Drive Rush. And you see I can. But then if he does the scissors, let me actually have him do like light scissors instead. Whoops. Okay, seriously? So if I try to check this, and if I try to check the Drive Rush Medium Punch, which I can, and then he does Drive Rush Scissors, I get punish countered. So like implementing stuff like that into your game is going to make you way more annoying to fight than sitting back here and then doing like Devil's Reverse. Right? That's just kind of food for thought. So Oki, back recover, Drive Rush. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, Goldbanks, I don't know if you're still in here, but one thing I was looking at was random counter hit, random block, and then just working on doing this. So, like, if you Drive Rush cancel this, on regular hit, you go into knee, right? On regular hit, you're like, okay, cool, I'll do another knee. Right? And or like command grab on block or whatever, 50-50. But then you can just link into, right? I think this is something worth practicing, especially like near the corner. Because like right now, let me just turn it normal. I think if we like cash out from here, that's what, 45.97? Or what is it? I mean, really, how much damage is it actually worth? 47.51 versus this. So, I mean, that's like 200 damage. It's like extra 200 damage. But I definitely think that's worth practicing. It's not hard. But I would still want to practice it to make sure that it was 100. Because, like, even mid-screen, right, like, that's 37.28. Probably matters more mid-screen, to be honest with you. Like, 40.51 versus 37.86. Like, I don't know. Call me crazy, but like I think that's just probably pretty good to work on confirming that. And then just be like, bam. But I don't know, folks. This honestly was a longer stream than I had intended. I get a little carried away, but it's fun talking to y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to everybody that watched and chatted and participated. I especially appreciate those of you that were on Twitch helping me try to hit my metrics that I need to hit there so I can maybe hit affiliate on Twitch. I think I'm going to cut the stream. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Sight. And I'll say this actually before I cut the stream. I should have a couple more Marisa videos coming out this week. Possibly a video on the Yasmin thing I showed a couple times during the stream. Although I haven't recorded that one yet. I did record 2 videos earlier today. Otherwise, you know the drill. That's the link to my young adult fantasy novel Zealot's Trial. You know, take a picture of the QR code, check it out, see if it sounds interesting to you. Otherwise, have a good time.